Yo, what's going on guys? It's your boy WhipWhyWin back at you with another deck profile. Today we'll be covering the archetype just about to drop in Burst of Destiny, Floowandereeze. Okay, let's just get straight into it. To start off, we've got 2 Ash. You could actually play 3 Ash and just cut Imperm and vice versa, because it is a 42 card deck, so that is, if you want to cut something, you definitely can do it. Then we have Barrier Statue of the Stormwinds. This card's amazing. We don't want any special summons in this deck. Dimension Shifter works great in this deck. I really like the option. Just because you can you can play with it, so when you kind of want your cards to be banished, because they can't exactly banish themselves. Well, they have cards that can banish themselves, but the card can't generally banish themselves. Okay, onto the Floowandereeze lineup. First off, we've got 3 England, 3 Rabina, and 3 Stree. These cards are the best level 1s, I believe. Although, Stree, you just need to be careful, because if you can't banish a card in either graveyard, then you won't get that additional normal summon and set for the rest of the turn. Then we also have 1 Floowandereeze and Token, just because sometimes it can be hard to banish your cards. You don't want to draw multiple in your opening hand. That would leave you very exposed for an attack. Okay, then we've got 1 M-Pen and none of the other level 10. The other level 10 is alright. Getting those 3 additional normal summons isn't bad, but I just think that tributing 2 monsters, you can definitely just do a lot better things with extra deck plays instead. So that's why I play just 1 M-Pen. Okay, then we have 2 Book of Lunar Eclipse. You can also play Book of Moon, but I just think Book of Lunar Eclipse is a little bit better, because it's not necessarily bad to turn some of your own monsters face down. Okay, then we have 3 Crossout. This card's great, because we're playing 2 Imperm, 2 Ash, and then you can also negate some of your opponent's other things, such as Crossout, Extravagance, and that's one reason why I'd actually recommend Book of Moon, just because I think it's a little more popular than Book of Lunar Eclipse, so you can negate that as well. Then we have Floowandereeze in the Journey Preparation. This card's great. The Magnificent Map, amazing. And then the Unexplored Winds, again, you don't want to see, it's a continuous spell, so you don't want to see multiple, and I believe it has a hard once per turn. Yeah, so having multiple in your hand is a complete brick, and we don't actually need to see it all the time either, which is why we're not playing 2. Then we have Gold Sarcophagus. This card's great. It can banish your cards, which is amazing, and then after you've activated the banish effect, you can add it back to your hand. Then we have Pot of Duality, Excavate. Yeah, the point is we're not special summoning in this deck, so this card's amazing. Pot of Extravagance, the extra deck's not actually needed, so just getting those extra draws to get into more monsters you can normal summon or set is amazing. Then we've got Terraforming. Definitely want to see a field spell here. And then we're just playing 1 of Dreaming Town and none of the other trap, which is Scary Sea, just because this card's more of a fast deck, even though it is control. It's more about locking your opponent out through monster effects, because much of the meta is relying on those combos, which involve special summoning. And then we've got the 2 Imperm. Okay, onto the extra deck. We've got 2 Zeus, 2 Downward. You can actually cut Downward and add 1 of anything. This because sometimes you just don't want. Well, you don't actually go into that second Zeus, so there's no point going into that Downward, because that extra material isn't even needed all the time. Lyrilusk Assembled Nightingale. This card's amazing, and it can get in for, especially with all the normal summons, maybe, I can't do math, 3,000 damage, roughly. That's not, yeah, roughly 3,000 damage. So now I've got number 1, Numeron Gate Akam. This card's great, and the reason we're playing this over the other ones is because we're also playing the Chaos one, which is very good. You often want to go into this card. And then we've got number 54, Lionheart. This card's amazing. Access code, again, great. And then you can actually get into it off IP Masquerena. If you just, it still has 4,300 attack, and that's amazing. Nightmare Cerberus, Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Unicorn, pretty much just fillers. And then we've got Salamangreat, Almirage. Anyway guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.